out a window without glass. The walls are made of cardboard. Newspapers on his feet, and his father beats him because he's too tired to beg. He's got 9 brothers and sisters. They're brought up on their knees. It's hard to run when a coat hanger beats you on the thighs. Pedro dreams of being older and killing the old man, but that's a slim chance. He's going to the boulevard. He's going to end up on the
Child abuse.
He's going out.
I know you're all against it. Okay, I know it. That's why I'm bugging you.
Dirty boulevard.
Okay, but you think you can't do nothing. All right? You don't want to know what you can do, maybe. Okay, we're all stressed. We don't want another burden. But the burden of the reality of living it, okay, that's the real burden. Having to talk about it, that's nothing. So please, wake the fuck up. All right? I'm bringing you some solutions. I took in to 5 presidents and they all slammed the door, or their team did. That's why it's not changing, but it's easy to ignore one person. You think you're powerless, but I've been working for over 20 years on these problems, and I discovered the true nature. The true nature is the people at the top are pulling the strings, so it'll never stop. It can only get worse. So all I'm looking for is a conversation. I know you're not going to stop me from doing that, okay? I got to get an answer. How do you feel about millions of kids getting misdiagnosed as having mental illnesses when they're actually getting abused and they're getting put on amphetamines, which is stress in a pill? That's what happened to Rob Reiner. He had a big problem and he abused his son. That's what Billy Crystal said, and Al Franken, the senator, said it on video. That's what I heard from the insiders, because I know the family. Tracy Reiner tried to help me 10 years ago. She wasn't scared. She was going to get Carrie Fisher involved, who was misdiagnosed as having bipolar disorder, and in actuality, she had a horrific childhood with lots of abuse. So, and Carrie Fisher got poisoned with cocaine, heroin, and ecstasy, and we got delayed. So, you guys are Marines. I need your help. I don't need you to spend the next 20 years taking a stand with me and working full time. All I need you to do is get me onto Jocko and Leif Babin's podcast, YouTube channel, so that I can be heard. Instead of knocking on doors and getting them slammed, because I'm one person. Instead of going to a church like I did on Sunday with Mac Richards, and then 4 cops surrounded me and threatened to arrest me with their guns in their side thingy. Okay? It's not right. It's got to stop.
What if I told you this?
One person can be ignored. 2 people is hard to ignore. 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 10 people. Okay? And I don't want to hear it doesn't matter to you, because it's you and your family that's got to go into the medical system that I'm trying to reform. Millions of seniors are getting 16 drugs in bad combinations. The proof is right on my YouTube channel with Senator Kent Conrad talking to President Biden and Obama and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, 19 of our top leaders. Javier Becerra went after my friend who's a doctor in Los Angeles after I asked him for help and dragged him through the mud. He's a doctor. He was Suzanne Summers' doctor. Falsely charged him with fraud of Medicare when he was the one who was in the room for that meeting. And then he didn't do anything because he was in Congress. He had all the power. So, let me say it again. I need to know, how do you feel about millions of kids who are getting abused right now? They're getting misdiagnosed as mentally ill and put on drugs. It's not right. Epstein justice, okay? It's not going to happen. Those people that are involved in that are not even talking about the kids that are currently caught in the system, and we got to free them. It's all about what happened 10 or 20 years ago, which is important, but they're not even thinking at all or talking at all about the kids that are caught up in that system. So our leaders are not only directly hands-on involved in serious abuse, but they're creating all the systems, the healthcare systems, the foster care system, which is rotten to the core, that kidnaps kids from their family instead of providing them with food and counseling and medical care. That is disgusting. And the only reason why they're doing it is because of the bystanders. So we're Americans. We can't just sit idly by, or we are not human, okay? Are you not human? Do you have a heart? Okay? I'm not asking you to face the German gunfire like my friend Chaplain Barber did on Normandy Beach on D-Day. I got his Bible right here. I've showed it to all of you, okay? It says right in here that we got to take a stand on these things. Jesus Christ came here to end these things. You guys are all Christian, okay? But I'm not getting a straight answer. Please. All I'm asking for is a straight answer. We're going to go on the Jocko and Leif YouTube channel with 2 million followers. That's all I'm asking for, you Marines. I'm not asking you to storm the beach, okay? They're sending a bunch of people over to, our bombs to bomb innocent children. That was on day one. Trump dropped the bomb on a girls' school, and over 50 or more little girls died. Now, the fact is, he probably had a big screen TV, and he probably pushed the button, and he saw it before, during, and boom. All right? That's the way that system works. That's the way the technology works. There's something wrong there, and if you guys don't want to take a stand, there's something wrong there. All I'm asking for is simple communications, okay? Taking a stand. Wow, that sounds really scary. No, it's not. We live in America. You guys are Marines. And all we got to do is sit down for coffee with a few cameras and go on the YouTube channel, and it's going to spread all across the country. I'm the top whistleblower on wrongdoing by our leaders, and they've been ignoring me when I'm trying to intervene. I've already been working over 20 years. I'm not looking for that kind of work. You don't have to do a full-time job. It's a simple task I'm looking for. So please think about it, all right? Don't make me go mean. Don't make me go ballistic, all right? I keep knocking on your door, polite as hell, all right? But we got to get some answers. This can't go on anymore. Thank you.